Clicked.
Hello, this is Kristoffers from Team Ragnarok. I went 7-0 at Danish Nationals just today. Got knocked out first round of top 8 because I got a game loss due to incomplete decklist. Played against Final Countdown, couldn't do anything because I couldn't side. I topped with Dragonitis, believe it or not. And this is a deck list of the deck. I'll try to explain as much as possible. Start out with 3 Dukes and 3 Phalanx. I don't use Legionnaire because the deck is built about being like really fast, because the format is an OTK format, so trying to do it faster than the others, and this gives some speed to the deck, and it gives some like defense through Stardust. Gives a lot of outs in Brionac or Scrap Dragon. Having speed, Blue Eyes and Whitestone is a big part of it. I'm playing trip cards of components and trip trade-in, and lots of other draw cards. Trip Reddened, standard dragon card, you play it in all dragon decks. Here are the techs: a Leviathan, a Light Pulsar, a Quick Mirror Drago, and BLS. The deck has a lot of combos, the obvious one being Dukes into Vajrayana, get Phalanx, banish Vajrayana for Reddened, and go from there. If you get a Reddened to field with Leviathan and Light Pulsar in grave, you can get Leviathan with the Reddened effect, and equip Light Pulsar to have an improved lock of just Reddened and Light Pulsar. The one of Quick Mirror is simply to stop plays like Gauss, Faders against Final Countdown. It works really well with just one off. You can drop it to the grave with Ravine to fetch it with Reddened. Another way to get out Leviathan is its own effect, having Dukes or usually Vajrayana equipped with Phalanx, and then banish the Duke / Vajrayana to get Leviathan and equip Pulsar, and then you have the lock again. Additionally, you can use, instead of equipping Light Pulsar, you can equip Phalanx, giving you the ability to make Trident Dragon, which is probably the strongest OTK card in the game. One of them at least.
It's the win condition.
Yeah, often it's a win condition, but yeah, you can also just spam the field. But Trident really often ends games. BLS is kind of random. I only play 3 Darks, but it often, when I throw it out, it takes the game, but I really rarely throw it out. I nearly never summon Light Pulsar with its own effect either. It's always with Reddened or Leviathan, but sometimes I drop BLS. Often it's also just sitting in hand in case I didn't win, but I win without it, so if I didn't have it, I'd play the 3rd Blue Eyes, but in test the BLS just did better than the 3rd Blue Eyes. I think that's it for the monsters. Then we have spells, which is a huge part of the deck. Marine, and Terraforming. Ravine fetches Dukes, fetches Phalanx, fetches Blue Eyes to hand by dropping Whitestone to graveyard, Also just sets up grid. You can throw Pulsar, you can throw Leviathan to graveyard if in case you need it. Often you want to throw Leviathan in grave to set up the OTK. If you have red in hand, or just if you have a Dukes play, you can play the Dukes, get Phalanx, banish Dukes, get Leviathan with Phalanx, do Trident and hit for 9k. Of course, if they don't have any defense, otherwise you'd need more. Trip trade-in, I only played 3 targets, but by having Trip Egg, Trip Whitestone, I really often have them in hand, so if I have a trade-in, I can nearly always just get the blue eyes in hand. So normally I'm sitting with extra blue eyes in hand, not extra trade-ins. Trip cards of concerns, obvious. Having so many targets for it, I have 6 targets and I can search them with Ravine. Card destruction, just to speed up the deck. And if I can play card destruction or enough of the others together with 3 super rejuvenation, I can basically just empty my hand, put it all on the field and fill my hand in the end phase again.
Explain what super rejuvenation is.
Super rejuvenation, for each card you discard or tribute, or for each dragon you discard or tribute, in the turn you activate the card, both before and after. You get to draw 1 card in the end phase. So each time I use cards of concerns or Dragon Ravine on a dragon or card destruction for each dragon I hit, I get to draw 1 in end phase and they stack, and I can chain multiples which I draw in the end phase. So often I draw like 2-3 cards. Sometimes it's kind of dead, so I just drop it on 1, but it's never sitting dead in hand where I can't use it. I just use it on 1 if I can't use it in other ways. Sometimes I'm up drawing like 5-6 cards, drawing another one in the end phase, so I can just have like 10-12 cards in my hand and just perfect my hand while filling the graveyard. Playing Poa, reuses Dukes, just good card, gives advantage. It can be dead in the beginning, but usually I just I fill the graveyard quick enough to make it worth it. Fill it with Viriana the Synchros as well. Playing Future Fusion, obviously. If I have trade-in hand, I can put White Stones in graveyard to add blue eyes to hand, so they are live for trade-in. Or I can just put Phalanx in grave in case I don't have it. Usually I'll put like 1 White Stone, 1 Phalanx, 1 Reddened, 1 Light Pulse and 1 Leviathan. So I have the entire setup while getting a 1+ advantage. Can also drop Kristoffers Dragon to grave if I need it for the to stop something, like Insectus. If you have Stardust plus Kristoffers Dragon, you're in really good shape, because they will shoot 1, you negate, and they can't summon with Dragonfly. 1 Dark Hole stable, 1 Heavy Storm stable-ish. In some builds I played the 3rd MST instead. There was not much thought about taking the heavy over the 2 MSTs. The point is I often have my own Ravines or Future Fusion sitting. Plus there's some Starlights around. So it's kind of up and down. It worked pretty good today, I'd say. It was okay. Reborn is crazy in the deck. You get, you play it and you win. Pretty much you take red and get, either you set the log up or you do the OTK with Trident, getting Leviathan, which gets Phalanx to do Trident. Basically each time you can get a reddened effect off. Either you take like Stardust, Scrap Dragon, or Leviathan with either Pulsar or Phalanx. Also 2 MST. The deck relies hugely on the normal summon. hitting a lot of back rows is really necessary. Otherwise, you just die to it because you can't get your Duke summon off. Reborn is the one way to get around it, along with the BLS and the Pulsar summon, which I really rarely use. That was 39 cards. I think that was it for the spells. I play only one trap card. Rarely seen, I think, but I feel like if you don't play any trap cards, why wouldn't you play it? It's so strong. Treasure's Trap Hole, it has saved me lots of times. If you sit on this and a Stardust, you are in really good shape. People just can't get around it. They play a Dragonfly, they use the effect, shoot, you negate, they get Centipede and you shoot both of them. People will always overcommit, you will always be able to shoot something with it. It's really, really good. In my deck, and I think if you don't play any traps, I would just play it. It's just that good. You can always side it out if you need to side in like Decree, which I did against, for instance, Final Countdown.
And you can save stuff like Pulsar from prison.
Also that, yeah, you can chain it. Yeah, you can use it on like one of your opponents and one of your own monsters if you need to against bottomless and stuff. Extra deck. Playing the obvious 5-headed, playing Trip by Ayana. Yeah, you need to, basically. Otherwise your deck is just bad. Double Stardust, it's the opening move. Normally it's the opening move, depending on what I play against. Yeah, I like defending the Stardust. It's like a lot of formats old, but it still does work. Trident Dragon, just one off, it's enough. If you get it out, you normally win.
Yeah.
It's just good. One Thought Ruler, one Colossal, one Red Dragon Archfiend, the level 8s. There is also a Scrap Dragon here, but someone took it from me. Yeah, not much to say. Just the deck does a lot of level 8s. Colossal is really good against the Chaos Dragons because of Reddened, but I haven't used them much. I mainly used Stardust, Vaiana and Trident. I really didn't do much of the others today. I used Scrap Dragon quite a lot as well. It was fine. Branak, didn't use it today. Can use it, it's really easy to make. Catastor, didn't make it, hard to make it, but I have space for it, kinda. The extra deck is not that tight at all. I feel like I have cards I barely use. Then I play one Queen Dragoon. I didn't use it, but normally it's for the in case they Veilor or Book and of some reason don't get over my Dukes. It's really good if I get it played. Just being able to fetch a Redden is just insane. And then I have the Heretic Sun Dragon of Heliopolis. I didn't have it today. I got it off my my turnip prize, and it's really good for the deck. It's just another way to have outs in case my Scrap Dragon gets warning. It happened once where I could have used it. I won anyway, but if I had it, I could just have. I still had an out to stuff that I couldn't get over otherwise.
If you play OCG, Gustav Max is like insane.
Yeah, once it gets out, it'll basically auto win against Final Countdown. It'll make me able to burn faster than burn decks, and it will. Yeah, basically every time the opponent drops scores, I will still win because I can. Trident Dragon is level 10, and I play Trip Reddened Witch is level 10. So if I have the right field setup, I can basically drop 4,000 burn in one turn, 8,000 over 2 turns. If yeah, if I get it, it'll definitely take a spot, maybe even 2. It is just that good. Yeah, it's nearly as insane as some of the other cards Konami printed.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
For this, my side deck was kind of quick made, but Trip Royal Decree was the main point.
Yeah.
Didn't side much else.
Trip Royal Decree was like the reason why you auto win against Final Countdown.
Yeah.
Because you can protect it with Stardust. And
Stardust. Having Stardust, Kokimiru Drago, and Royal Decree against Final Countdown just wins. Yeah, not much else to say. Yeah.
Thank you.